So just sit down, legs crossed. Everyone please notice which leg is in front. So we're gonna cross our legs. This is called Sukhasana in yoga, easy seated pose. We're gonna take pointer finger and thumb and gently connect them, really lightly. And this is a way of keeping our energy circulating within. And it's also a connection to our internal wisdom. Yeah, and then we're gonna place the back of our arms on the tops of our knees, really lightly. And then just sit up, lift the heart, relax the shoulders, and then notice where the head and neck is in space. Notice if the chin is reaching forward. Try to just gently draw it back. Notice how the spine lengthens. And then everyone please take a deep inhale through the nose. Hold the breath at the top. This is our pranayama, our internal energy, our life force. Open the lips and sigh it out the mouth. Another deep inhale through the nose. Hold the breath at the top. Exhale, sigh it out the mouth. Take two more just like that and notice how we start to connect. We start to unite, even though we can't feel the presence of energy in one room. We're practicing in the same moment, in the same space, and we're connecting that way, which is really an incredible thing that we can do. It's a way we're really embracing the separateness, but really finding that connection still. This time, gently shift into your Ujjayi breath, beginning to inhale and exhale through the nose. Create a gentle restriction in the back of the throat so this breath becomes audible. Yoga is really about connecting the breath with the mind and the body. The word yoga means to yoke or to unite. So listen to the breath and see if you can even out the breath. Gently inhaling through the nose. Gently exhaling through the nose. If this is at all uncomfortable for your body, you can breathe naturally, it's okay. But if you can, try to stay with this Ujjayi breath and allow it to carry you through your practice today. We're just gonna breathe together quietly for 10 seconds. Notice if the mind starts to wander, come back to the simplicity of breath. Breathing in, breathing out. Gently lift the palms to heart. Take a moment to bow the forehead towards the palms. Right here in this moment, in this asana, please take a moment to set your intention for your practice. We're all experiencing life really differently right now, allowing that to really sit with us. What do you need most in this moment? Blinking the eyes open, sweeping the arms up to the sky, allowing the palms to join. Exhale, palms to heart. Leaning forward, sweeping the arms wide, lifting the arms to the sky. Exhale, palms to heart center. Last time, inhale, rise. This time, please take the left fingertips to the earth, arc over to the left. Beautiful. Begin to revolve the heart up towards the sky. Notice that right shoulder. Try to draw it away from the ear. Maybe even let the head hang. Get a nice little neck stretch. Yeah, and keep lengthening that top arm. Inhale back to center, switching side. Right fingertips cup the earth. Left arm extends to the sky and then arc over to the right. Revolve the heart open. Relax that left shoulder away from the ear. Maybe the head just gently hangs. Yeah, feel extension in that long top arm and then connect with that breath. Inhale back to center. Exhale, palms again to the heart, bowing to the fingertips. Gently walk the hands forward. See if you can cup the fingertips on the earth and slowly walk the hands forward. And notice when the hips start to lift, just melt the hips back. And then use the fingertips to slowly press the earth forward as you draw the hips back. And then maybe allow the head to hang so you can get a nice little neck stretch as well. Yeah, so feel the heaviness in the hips. See if you can relax in the hips. And then maybe the full palm of the hand melts to the earth. Yeah, so this might be really mellow for your body, or it might be a little more intense. Notice that sensation and try to breathe into it. Gently walk the hands back up to center. We're going to take the right hand, place it outside the left leg. Reach the left arm up to the sky. Watch the fingertips as they float back behind you. The fingertips will come to the earth. Use that right hand to press into the outer edge of the leg and slowly revolve the heart over to the left. Maybe gazing over the left shoulder. Just get this nice spinal twist. Inhale back to center, arms extend back up to the sky. I'd like you to extend the fingertips straight up to the sky. Notice the shoulders, they may want to creep into the ears. Try to relax the shoulders away from the ears. Fire up the muscles in the arms, and we're just gonna open and close the hands, right? Yeah. If I look over to the right, it's because my cute little husband's over there practicing with us, modeling. So we're gonna start to move our hands a little bit more quickly. So open, close the hands. So I don't know if you guys have noticed, but there might be some soreness in the hands because we're spending a lot of time on our computers, our phones, so really strengthening our fingers. You might just feel this in your forearms. So natural strengthening. Yeah. Gently bring hands back to center. Right fingertips cup the earth, or I'm sorry, left hand comes outside of that right leg, right fingertips extend to the sky, and then revolve back behind us. Sit up nice and tall. Use that left hand to press the right thigh and revolve the heart open. Maybe the fingertips are on the block behind you. Maybe they're cupped on the earth. Start to really work the heart open. Revolve from the navel center. Sit up a little bit taller. Maybe the gaze is over that right shoulder. Yeah, and just feel this full spinal twist. And then notice in a twist where you might be tightening in the body, try to find a little softness. One more deep inhale. Exhale. Gently travel back to center. Re-extend the arms up to the sky. This time fold forward and roll all the way onto all fours. Find your way onto all fours. And then just start to sway the hips side to side a little bit. Loosen up the body. Find some movement within. And then find a little bit of stillness. Stacking the wrists below the elbows and shoulders. Spread the palms of the hands nice and wide. Take a deep inhale. As you exhale, round the spine up to cow. Press the earth away. Lengthen the tailbone down to the earth. Engage the core. Feel your navel reaching up towards your spine. And then slowly articulate the spine up, finding cow pose. Feel as if you're dragging the palms of the hands back. Shoulders are lengthening down the spine. This time, tailbone's arcing up to the sky, even opening the throat, the fifth chakra. And then start to move with your breath. As you exhale, you arc the spine up to cat. As you inhale, you lift the heart for cow. If the eyes are closed, see if you can really use the breath to guide the movement. Our inhales will lift our hearts. Our exhales will round our spine. Stay with that breath. 2 more rounds, really feeling the articulation of the vertebrae, feeling the spine start to move. Yeah, and then gently find your way back to a nice neutral spine. In this tabletop position, you should feel the length from the base of the tailbone to the base of the skull. Feel the head, the crown of the head, lengthening forward. Keep pressing the palms into the earth. Notice if your heart just melts down, try to lift it up towards the sky. Keep the core engaged. Yeah, then gently reach the fingertips and palms of the hands about 6 inches forward. So the wrists are in front of the shoulders. Yeah, and then reach them forward a little bit further and slowly start to melt the heart as we reach the hands. We're coming into puppy pose, so this should be a deep opening for the chest. Maybe you come all the way down and forehead melts to the earth. Yeah, stay right there, just gonna look. So your forehead might melt to the earth. If it doesn't touch the earth, that's okay. Or if you feel really open in the shoulders, maybe the chin can touch the mat. Yeah, see what feels good. You might want to cup the fingers so you're on the fingertips and let the heart melt a little more. So you might feel really tight between the shoulders. Maybe you don't. Wherever you are, yeah, just melt towards the earth. Stay with the breath. Feel that connection. Beautiful, you guys. 2 more breaths wherever you are. From puppy pose, please walk your hands back to that nice tabletop position. On an inhale, we'll lift the right arm up to the sky. Gaze up to the right fingertips for a nice little open twist. So we're getting into the shoulders nice and early. We're gonna weave the right arm underneath the left. Palm faces up. Allow the cheek to rest on the earth. And then you can cup the left fingertips and start to work the heart open. Yeah. So you're right here, your right arm is underneath the left. Maybe your left fingertips are cupped and you're gazing up to the sky. As you exhale, heart will melt towards the earth. Inhale, revolve, open to the left. Exhale, melt. Inhale, open up. Exhale, melt back down and pause. So the chest is melting towards the earth. We're cupping the left fingertips. Right cheek is on the mat. And just start to breathe really intentionally and deep into that right shoulder. Plant the left palm. As you inhale, sweep the right arm back up to the sky. Yeah. Gently bring the right hand back to the mat. Switching sides. Left arm reaches. Gaze up to the left fingertips. As you exhale, weave the left arm underneath the right. This time the left cheek will melt onto the mat. Come up onto the right fingertips. As you inhale, press the fingertips into the earth. Revolve the heart up towards the sky. So you're in a little twist right here. As you exhale, heart melts back to the earth. Inhale, twist it open. Exhale, melt. Inhale, twist. Exhale, melt. Pause. So the heart is melting towards the earth. Yeah. And just breathe right here. Feel the shoulder really start to relax and open up. On the next inhale, sweep the left arm back up to the sky. Then plant both hands back on the earth. Reach the arms forward a little bit so the wrists are in front of the shoulders. Please tuck the toes, lift the hips. You're in downward facing dog. So from your downward facing dog, I'd like you to start to bend and straighten the legs. So bend the right knee, then the left. Just walk it out. Yeah. If you ever need another alternative, you can always take child's pose instead of downward dog. Otherwise, stay with your downward dog. And when you feel like you're starting to open up, just find a nice steady space where you can slow down the movement and then find some stillness. Take a moment to really find your shape. Lift the fingers up off the earth. Press the palm of the hand into the mat. Slowly bring thumb, pointer, middle, ring, and pinky finger to the earth. Straighten the arms. Revolve the eye of the arm towards the sky. Melt the shoulders down the back. Put a gentle bend in your knees because we're just warming the body right now. Gaze the tips of the toes. Feet are about hips distance. Heels are tucking behind the toes. As we inhale, we're going to bend the knees so deeply that the belly wants to rest on the thighs. Exhale, straighten the legs. Inhale, bend the knees. Exhale, straighten. Inhale, bend the knees. Exhale, straighten it out. Inhale, shift the weight of the body forward to plank. Exhale, hips lift to downward dog. Inhale, forward to plank. Exhale, downward dog. Last time, inhale, shift the weight of the body forward to plank. Pause in your high plank. Feel the heart lift up towards the sky. Firm up the muscles in the legs. So this is one option, staying right here if you feel strong in your plank. The other option is to lower the knees to the earth. You can still lengthen the tailbone, engage your core. Notice where you can breathe. If you can breathe in your high plank, that's where you should be. If you can breathe in your low plank, that's where you should be. Honor what feels best. Slowly float the right toes up off the earth. Hover the toes. Lower the right toes, lift the left. Pause. Lower the left foot down to the mat. Inhale, shift the weight of the body forward. As you exhale, slowly lower the whole body down to the mat. Slide the palms of the hands back so the wrists are just below the shoulders. Squeeze the elbows together as if they're trying to touch behind the back. Now press the tops of the feet firmly into the mat. Yeah, engage the muscles in your quadriceps. Draw the glutes together as you inhale, lift the heart for cobra. Yeah, so this is how your cobra should feel. Exhale, lower the chin and chest. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift the heart. Exhale, lower back down. This time we'll pause. Bring the fingertips out to either side of the mat until the wrists are just below the elbows. Cup the fingertips. We're going to inhale, lift our heart right here. Yeah, as we exhale, we're going to bring the left shoulder and cheek down to the mat. Gaze up over that right elbow. Yeah, so we're really working into the shoulders today. I had a request for that. Inhale back to center. Exhale, switch sides. So right shoulder lowers, right cheek melts to the mat. Gaze up over that left elbow. Inhale back to center. Slide the palms of the hands back alongside the rib cage. Squeeze the elbows again. Inhale, lift, find your cobra. Press up to hands and knees. Tuck the toes. Lift the hips. We're back in downward facing dog. Take a deep inhale together. As you exhale, side out the mouth. Beautiful. Slowly walk the hands all the way to the back of the mat, finding ourselves in a nice forward fold at the back of our space. Feet are about hips distance, but please really bend the knees. Yeah, and rest the belly on the thighs, then cross at the elbows. Let the head hang heavy, and I'd like you to slowly sway the upper body side to side. Just make this really fluid, flowy movement right here. Then pause in center. Inhale, rock the weight of the body forward to the toes, and then back to the heels. Nice and slow. Then pause in center, switch the crossing of the elbows, and just hang heavy. If it feels good, maybe slowly start to straighten the legs a little bit or a lot. Really allow the crown of the head just to melt towards the earth, allowing everything to slow down in this moment. Gently release the arms, put a really deep bend in the knees, and I'd like you to slowly round the spine, one vertebrae at a time, up to standing. Revolve the shoulder blades down the spine. Inhale, extend the arms up to the sky. Exhale, palms back to heart center. Come back to that intention for your practice today. Inhale, sweep the arms. Exhale, forward fold, long, flat spine. We'll take the first few half series really slow. Hands come to shins. Press the palms of the shins. Find length in your spine. Pause right here. Feel as if the tailbone is lengthening behind you. Palms are gently pressed into the shins. Draw the shoulders away from the ears. Keep your core long. Gaze directly at the earth. As you exhale, fold. Press into the feet. Reach the arms wide, long, flat back as we rise back up to standing. Exhale, palms to heart center. Sweep and lift the arms. Exhale, swan dive, long, slow, forward fold. Hands to shins. Inhale, find length in the spine. Exhale, fold. Pause right here. Bring the hands to the earth. Try to walk the hands all the way forward to downward dog and try to resist the urge to sway the hips. Pause when you find your downward dog. Take another deep inhale through the nose. Exhale, side out the mouth. Put a gentle bend in the knees. Gaze up past the fingertips. Step the right and left foot to the front of the mat. Inhale, halfway up. Find length in the spine. Fingertips can be on the earth or the shins. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, rise up to standing. Palms connect. Draw the palms to heart center. Sweep and lift. As you exhale, bow forward. Fold that down to the earth. Hands to shins. Inhale, find length in the spine. Exhale, fold. Plant the palms, left and right foot. Step to the back of the mat. You're in plank. You can lower the knees if you'd like to. Inhale, draw the weight of the body forward. Exhale as slowly as you can. Lower all the way to the mat. Slide the palms of the hands back Inhale, lift the heart. Press the tops of the feet to the mat. Press up to hands and knees. Tuck the toes. Lift the hips. Downward dog. Find stillness in your down dog for 3 deep breaths. Yeah, knowing a down dog can always be a child's pose instead. Notice where your body's tight. Notice where you're feeling really open and spacious. And then let that pass. Yeah. Take a deep inhale. Bend the knees nice and deep. Gaze up past the fingertips. Left and right foot step to the front of the mat. Inhale, halfway up. Exhale, fold. Press into the feet to rise up to standing. Exhale, hands to heart center. Sweep and lift. Exhale, fold back down to the mat. Inhale, lengthen the spine. Exhale, plant the palms, right and left foot, step to the back of the mat. Inhale, draw the weight of the body forward. Exhale, slowly lower all the way to the mat. Inhale, lift the heart. Exhale, press to hands and knees. Tuck the toes, lift the hips, downward dog. Pause for 3 breaths. So we're really going to start to move into our Sun A's, using this as a way to warm the body, build some heat. Please step the feet together at the back of the mat. Bend the knees nice and deep. Gaze past the fingertips. Visualize that round, that arc in the foot as a spring. At the bottom of the exhale, please step or float feet to hands. Inhale, halfway up, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, fold, Uttanasana. Press into the feet to rise up to the sky. Hands to heart center as we exhale. Sweep and lift the arms. Exhale, forward fold, long flat spine. Inhale, halfway up, Ardha. Exhale, fold, plant the palms, bend the knees. You can either step to plank or lightly float to chaturanga, bent elbows. If you're in plank, please slowly lower halfway to the earth. If you're ready, roll over the tops of the feet. Lift the heart. So we're in our first upward dog. Engage the muscles in the quadriceps. You can always take cobra instead. Exhale, roll over the tops of the feet. Lift the hips back to downward dog. Yeah, we'll move through 3 more Sun A's. You can follow me in my words, or you can flow through them with your eyes closed, moving with your own breath. Yeah, so pause, find this stillness between rounds. Please just pause between each of the 3 rounds with 3 to 5 rounds of breath. When you're ready, please bend the knees, step or float, feet to hands. Inhale, halfway up, find length in the spine. Exhale, fold. Press into the feet to rise up to standing. Exhale, hands to heart. Sweep and lift. Exhale, fold back down to the earth. Inhale, halfway up. Exhale, plant the palms, step or lightly float to plank or chaturanga. Move through your vinyasa. If you'd like to add a push-up on your way back up, you'll float back to chaturanga, push to plank, lift the hips, down dog. Find your stillness in down dog, so it's like we're climbing a mountain. We come to the valley, we slow it back down. Then we start to climb back up, bending the knees, step or float, feet to hands. Inhale, halfway up. Exhale, fold. Sweep and rise to standing. Exhale, hands to heart. Sweep and lift the arms. Exhale, lead with the heart, forward fold. Inhale, halfway up. Exhale, step or float. Lower through your vinyasa. Maybe adding the push-up on the way back up. Finding your stillness again. Yeah, recollecting, slowing it down, feeling your heartbeat, feeling your body, notice the sensation. Moving through our last round, take it on your own. Yeah, so that's one of the beauties of practicing in your home too. You can really release that feeling or the sensation that someone's watching you, because you have this space where you can just practice and feel really free. Yeah. We'll meet in child's pose or downward dog, whatever you choose. If you choose child's pose, please take the big toes together, knees wide, Actually, everyone take a child's pose. If you really feel like you need to stay in the heat, stay in down dog. Otherwise, go ahead and lower the knees to the earth. Knees are wide, big toes together. Arms reach long. Relax the forearm onto the earth. Feel the forehead melt down to the mat. Yeah, and then just notice the sensations in the body. Notice how you feel. Take another deep communal inhale through the nose. Exhale, side out the mouth. Yeah. 2 more breaths. When you're ready, walking the hands forward, tucking the toes, lifting the hips back into downward dog. Please bring the feet together. Yeah. Put a gentle bend in the knees and then slowly start to straighten them out. And then see if you can reach the hips back a little bit more. Feel the heels lengthen towards the earth. Now rebend the knees, gaze up past the fingertips, step or float feet to hands. Yeah. Inhale, halfway up. Exhale, bend the knees, rest the belly on the tops of the thighs. Extend the arms alongside the ears. Yeah, gaze down at the toes. See if you can lift all 10 toes off the mat. And then slowly spread them out, lower them back onto the earth. Reach the hips back, draw the shin bones back. Reach the arms forward and really engage the muscles in the arms. Slowly peel the belly up off the thighs, lengthen the tailbone down, engage your core. Lift the heart a little higher, see if you can look straight forward. If this feels really tense and tight in the shoulders, just open the arms a little wider. Yeah? If that's too much, bring the arms out wide like a cactus. Otherwise, arms are alongside the ears. Press into the feet, slowly rise up to standing. Palms connect, drag the palms to heart, bow to fingertips. Sweep the earth, sit back to chair, Utkatasana. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway up. Plant the palms, rise high on the balls of the feet. Draw the knees into the chest. From here, you'll either step or lightly float back to Chaturanga. Inhale, lift the heart. Pause in your up dog or cobra. Yeah, so either way is fine. We're gonna tuck the toes, lower back to Chaturanga. Pause in your Chaturanga, press it up to plank. Exhale, lift the hips, downward dog, right leg will lift. Bend the knee and open the hip. Take a deep inhale. As you exhale, right knee will come to the right tricep. You can have the left knee lowered if it's too much. Straighten it out, one-legged dog. Take a deep inhale. As you exhale, knee to nose, round the upper spine. Sweep it back, one-legged dog. Right knee crosses over to the left elbow. Squeeze it in, use your core. Straighten it out, one-legged dog. Gently step the foot through, runner's lunge. So right foot is in a nice runner's lunge. Find this nice right angle between ankle and knee. Lower the left foot to the earth. Inhale, slowly rise up, warrior one. Beautiful, so find your shape in your warrior one. Take a moment. Strengthen up that long, straight back leg. Seal the outer edge of the foot firmly to the earth. And then build this pose from the back heel all the way up to the fingertips. Notice the hips, try to revolve them forward towards the front of your mat. Keep extending the arms out to the sky. Take an inhale, gaze up to the palms, maybe kiss the palms. Circle the arms back to the earth, roll to the ball of that left foot, right foot meets left, maybe hover the toes off the earth. Inhale, shift the weight of the body forward. Exhale, halfway to the earth, Chaturanga. Inhale, lift the heart, up dog or cobra. Exhale, back to down dog. Feet are together, left leg lifts right away. Please bend the knee and open the hip. Exhale, left knee to left tricep, squeeze it in. Sweep it back, one-legged dog. Knee to nose, round the upper spine. Sweep it up, one-legged dog. Exhale, left knee, right elbow. Sweep it up, one-legged dog. Left knee to nose, step through runner's lunge. Line the feet up again for warrior one. So that front heel lines up with the back heel. Press the outer edge of that right foot firmly to the earth. Bend a little deeper in that left leg. Arms alongside ears and we rise up. Find strength in your warrior one. Notice the hips. Try to draw that left hip in and back. Sit a little lower in the left knee so you have a nice right angle between the knee and ankle. And then revolve the hips towards the front of your space. Arms are extending with strength towards the sky. Building a little bit of heat right here. Taking a deep inhale, gaze up to the palms, palms connect. Circle the arms to the earth as we exhale. Left leg floats back. Maybe you're in a one-legged plank. Inhale, shift the weight of the body forward. Exhale, slowly lower chaturanga. Top of the left foot, then the right, connect with the earth. Inhale, lift the heart. Exhale, back to down dog. Pause in your down dog, knowing you can always take a child's pose instead. Take a deep inhale. Exhale, come back to your Ujjayi breath. Yeah, beautiful, you guys. Feel your hips lifting, feel your heels melting. Yeah, feel the arms lengthen, feel the shoulders relax down your spine. Find a gentle gaze, a drishti, right at the tips of your toes. Notice the ribs as they're lengthening forward. Try to draw them in and up just a little bit more. Find that length in your spine. Beautiful, Julie. Nice, Kelly. Red, moving through, coming into some more variations of Sun B. We bend our knees, lightly step or float, feet to the front of the mat. Inhale, halfway up. Exhale, bend the knees, find your way into chair. Arms alongside ears. So we were just here. So pause in your chair pose. This time I'd like everyone to bend their arms wide like cactus. You're drawing the shoulder blades together. Draw the elbows together. Sit a little lower in the legs. Inhale, rise. Exhale, bend the knees, arms squeeze together at the elbows. Inhale, arms extend. Exhale, bend the elbows, sit the hips. We're gonna flow like this. So inhales lift us. Exhales, we sit. Inhale, rise. Exhale, bend the elbows and sit. Yeah, add this in. We're just gonna try to use this as a way of release. Old energy, create some space for some new. So start to maybe get a little more creative with the arms. Arms sweep up, arms bend back. Visualize you're creating space for new, releasing some of that old energy. Inhale, rise. This time our arms will be a little bit different. So stay right where you are. I'm just gonna face you so you can see me. Arms are extended. I take an inhale, look up. As I exhale, I sweep my arms over to the right, sit my hips back. Inhale, I lift. Exhale, sweep to the left. Inhale, rise. Exhale, sweep. Inhale, exhale. So as you start to move with this, keep moving and just visualize we're sweeping all the way. Inhale, create space for new. Inhale, lift. Exhale, sweep it away. Lift, sweep it away. Yeah, start to move a little bit more quickly. Maybe really exhale through the nose, inhale through the nose, exhale through the mouth. Visualize you're really releasing. Inhale. Inhale. Two more. Back to center. Hands to heart. Arms lengthen alongside the body. Feet are hip distance. We're in mountain pose, Tadasana. Close the eyes and just notice the sensations in the body. So we're really taking a moment to intentionally create space, intentionally release. What a gift to ourselves, right? Pause, let it slow down. Yeah, we're gonna take tree pose from here. It's just a nice grounding pose. So we're gonna really ground and root through the left foot. Point the right toes to the right side of the mat. Bring the right foot just to the ankle, or maybe right below the knee, or maybe grab a hold of the ankle, draw it right into the inner thigh. And then create this equilibrium, beautiful Evie. Yeah, where we're pressing the thigh and the sole of foot together. Yeah. So the sole of foot is on the inner thigh or at the ankle. Notice where your body needs to be today. And then try to find that stillness by finding a nice still focal point somewhere in the room, in the space that you're in. Draw both palms to heart center. Yeah. If you feel really grounded and rooted today, maybe you even challenge yourself by closing the eyes. Yeah, if you're just trying to find some stability today, keep the eyes open, find your focal point. Gently start to extend those arms up to the sky. Connect pointer finger and thumb, that mudra of wisdom, Anjala Mudra. Yeah, and then engage the muscles in the arms, relax the shoulders. Draw the core in, we'll stand here steady. And then notice the shift. So no matter who you are, no matter how many times a week or how many times in a day we come to our mat, our balance is really something that comes from somewhere else, right? Some days we feel really wobbly and others we find a lot of stability. So just honoring where you are in this moment, knowing sometimes we need a little support and sometimes we've got this. Gently draw palms back together, slowly draw palms to heart. Gently draw that right knee forward. See if you can stay with the balance. Slowly straighten that right leg forward. Yeah, use your core, stand tall. Beautiful, Kathy. Woo! Nice, you guys. Yes, Janine, nice. Mary, lift that leg a little higher. You have the core strength. Yeah. See if you can lift it all the way in line with the hips. Gently rejoin the feet. Pause, come back to Tadasana. Arms are alongside the body. Take an inhale and an exhale. Reconnect with your giant breath, hands to hips. Point the left toes to the left side of the mat. Maybe the left foot just comes to the ankle and that's where you are today. Maybe just below the knee, maybe you grab a hold of the ankle, the sole of the foot comes to the inner thigh. Yeah, beautiful variations. Nice, Maddie. Hands to heart. Pressing the palms together. Slowly rise up. Beautiful, Ida. Connecting the pointer finger and thumb. Extending the arms like branches. Visualize your tree. Find your roots. Yeah, find your focal point. Yeah, and then find your stillness. Where does it come from? Where could you ground and root a little bit more deeply? Where could you get a little lighter? Slowly bring hands back to heart. Pause right here. Yeah, you guys have a lot of grounding energy. I'm really impressed because there's a lot happening around us. To be able to find this stillness right now is really incredible. Slowly draw that left knee forward. Straighten the left leg. And now really challenge your core. Lift it up a little higher. You've got this. Lift. Use your core. Stand tall. Yeah. Lower the right or left leg to meet the right. Palms alongside the body. Deep inhale. Exhale, release. Arms extend to the sky. Send our hips back towards our heels. Just a little detour. Hands to heart. Revolve the heart to the right. Hook the left elbow outside the right thigh. Twist it open. Awesome. So keep revolving. Try to revolve from the navel center. Maybe even gaze up to the sky. Yeah. Sit the hips a little bit deeper. Yeah, if you feel a little burning sensation, go into it. See if you can sit the hips a little lower. Mary, see if you can sit your hips lower. Yeah, you have the strength. Keep pressing the top palm firmly to the bottom. Revolve your heart open. Awesome, you guys. 2 more breaths right here. Slow it down, find your strength. Visualize you're wringing out what you no longer need, creating space for new. It's like cleaning the kitchen with a rag and then wringing it out, and it's all fresh again. Gently come back to center, arms alongside ears. See if you can stay with it in the legs, hands to heart again. Revolve the opposite direction. This time right elbow outside of the left thigh. If you have to straighten the legs, do it. But if you don't have to, see if you can sit into it. Yeah, everything is temporary. So it might be 30 seconds. You know you can do something for 30 seconds, right? So keep pressing the top palm, sitting a little bit deeper, going into the burn. So some yogis believe that the shaking sensations in yoga are release of old karma. Gently come back to center. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway up. Exhale, plant the palms, step or float to the back of your mat. Flash it out with a vinyasa. You can always skip vinyasas. Maybe you need a little more heat. You come back to chaturanga, press up to plank. Everyone meets in down dog. The right leg lifts. Bend the knee and open the hip. Exhale, right knee, right tricep. Pause here. Maybe you lower halfway down, yogi push-up. Straighten it out, one-legged dog. Right knee to nose, curl it in. Lift it up, one-legged dog. Right knee, left tricep. Squeeze it up a little higher, use your core. Straighten it out, one-legged dog. Right knee to nose, step through runner's lunge, left foot lowers. Inhale, we rise up. Pause right here. Find your warrior one, right? Gently interlace palms of the hands together behind the back. Squeeze the palms, lift the heart. We're moving to humble warrior. You might need a little more space. So heel toe that right foot to the right side of your mat just a little bit. Lift the heart up, gaze the sky. As you exhale, slowly hinge the body forward, lengthening the crown of the head forward and slowly fold inside that right knee. Arms might still be connected, maybe it's too intense. If you can, squeeze the palms, lift the arms up and overhead as you slowly let the crown of the head melt towards the earth. The right hip might want to reach out to the right. Try to draw it back in space. Then the left hip will naturally shift forward. Find this release. And then gently inhale, rise back up. Warrior one. Yeah. Hands to hips, we're going to straighten the front leg. Hop that left foot in about a foot. Take the hips and try to work the hips forward. We're moving into pyramid pose. So with hands to the hips, we're going to hinge the body halfway over that right leg. Yeah, if you feel really strong here, maybe you extend the arms alongside ears. If you notice any uncomfortable sensations in the back, bring the hands back to the hips. Now everyone draw your awareness to that right hip. Is it reaching to the right at all? Try to draw it back. Then slowly hinge all the way to the mat. Maybe hands come to those blocks or whatever it is, a pillow book. Maybe they come all the way to the earth. Start to work that right hip back again. Lengthen the heart forward. Find extension in the back. And then exhale, fold forward. Really draw awareness into that right hamstring. Feel the release. Let it go. Inhale, halfway up again. We're going to interlace the palms of the hands again. Squeeze the palms of the hands and then melt over that long straight leg. If this is too much for you or it's just not working today, skip it. 2 more breaths. Gently release the hands back to the hips. Slowly rise back up. Put a gentle bend in that right knee. Float that left foot to the back of the mat. We're back in that warrior one, but hands at our hips. Heel to the right foot towards the center of the mat. Open up, warrior two. Yeah, beautiful, you guys. So take a moment to really find your shape. Front heel lines up with the arch of the back foot. Seal the outer edge of that back foot to the mat. Engage the muscles in your quadriceps. Sit a little bit deeper. Find your strength. Beautiful, you guys. It's okay to wobble, yeah. Gaze over the front fingertips. And then find some stillness here. So we're moving into some slower places in our postures, in our asanas, where we can really build heat through stillness too. It doesn't always have to be movement. Now notice the hips. As your belly reaching forward, try to draw it in and up. Lengthen the tailbone. Yeah, then flip the front palm and gently reverse your warrior. Beautiful. So from this reverse warrior, we're going to take the left fingertips, grab a hold of the right wrist, and draw the arm back behind us. Beautiful. Inhale back to center, warrior two. Bend the front elbow, place it on the thigh. Left arm will extend straight up to the sky. Yeah. So this is side angle. We're going to go for extended side angle by revolving the pinky finger towards the earth, arm alongside ear. Yeah, you might be great right here if you want a little work in your core. Extend the bottom arm forward as well. Palms face into each other. Inhale, rise back up, warrior two. Straighten the legs, toes face in, heels are out. Hands are going to come to the hips. We're going to take a wide leg forward fold. Inhale, reach the heart. As you exhale, long flat spine, slowly hinge the body forward. Bring the hands to the earth. Inhale, find length in the spine. Exhale, just fold the body forward. Engage the muscles in your quadriceps. Feel the hips lift towards the sky. Yeah. Maybe flip the fingertips behind you and walk the hands through the legs. You have an opportunity right now to stay right here in this nice forward fold, or if inversions are part of your practice and you'd like to take a headstand, feel free to take tripod headstand, Shirshasana too if you'd like to, by planting the fingertips on the earth in line with the big toes, bending the elbows back until the crown of the head meets the earth. Yeah, so wherever you are, just stay with it. Find your, I can model it for you guys if you want. So you're gonna go ahead and let the crown of the head touch the earth. Fingertips are in line with the toes. Roll up onto the tips of the toes. Slowly lift the legs nice and wide. Yeah. Gently bring the feet together. Squeeze the elbows in. Lift the shoulders up to the sky. Pause right here. When you're ready, you'll slowly bring the legs back out wide. Float the toes, lower back down. Wherever you are, if you can walk your hands back underneath the shoulders, please place the left hand in the center of the chest. If you're doing something on your own, meet up with us whenever you're ready. Everyone will inhale the right arm up to the sky. As you exhale, weave the right arm underneath the left. Grab a hold of the shin or the ankle. You might need to shorten the distance between your legs a little, depending on the length of the arms. Walk the left arm forward and then gently tuck the head underneath the left armpit. So use the right hand to really pull the body underneath the left armpit. You might want to walk your fingertips a little further forward so there's space for the head. Yeah, and then start to draw that left hip back and really feel that release in the body. Beautiful, you guys. 2 more breaths. Yeah. Gently come back to center, switching sides. So right palm comes to the center of the body. Left arm lifts up to the sky, and then weave it underneath the right. Grab a hold of the shin or ankle. Walk the right fingertips forward. Tuck the head underneath that right armpit, and then draw the right hip back as we tuck the head under. Breathe right here. Feel the shoulders release. Yeah, feel the tension in the hips and the backs of the legs. Let go. 2 more breaths. Find some space. Notice the sensations. Gently come back to center. Inhale halfway up, hands to hips. Slowly rise back up to standing. Step both feet to the front of the mat. Inhale, arms to sky. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway up. Bend the knees. From here, we're going to take a crow pose. So this is just an option, just a little detour. Bring the feet together at the back of the mat. Come up onto the balls of the feet. Bring the knees wide. So option 1 is to stay here with knees wide. Bring the arms forward. Take a nice crow prep. Everyone give this a little try first. Just crow prep. So that's option 1. If you'd like to take crow, bring hands right underneath the shoulders. Press the fingertips into the earth until they turn white. So you're really clawing onto a branch. Visualize that. Lift the hips high. Bend the knees. Draw the knees into the armpits. Bending the elbows back. Lengthen the heart forward. Slowly draw the weight of the body forward. Lift the toes off the earth. Draw the draw the heels up into the hips, round the upper spine. Stay with it and breathe. Maybe float the feet back, move through chaturanga. Wherever you are, we'll meet in downward dog. So everyone come to their downward dog. We have one more side of movement. So when you're ready, lift the left leg up to the sky. Yeah. Left knee travels to the left tricep. If you took that yoga push-up on the first side, bend, beautiful, straighten it out. Awesome, one-legged dog, beautiful, Kelly. Yeah, left knee to nose, round the upper spine, use your core. Straighten it out, one-legged dog. Left knee, right tricep. Straighten it out, one-legged dog. Left knee to nose, step through runner's lunge, right foot seals. Inhale, rise up, warrior 1. Yeah, once you find your shape here, go ahead and take hands to the hips again. Revolve the hips forward. Opposite interlace of the hands behind the back. So opposite thumbs on top. Squeeze the palms of the hands. Lift the heart. As you lift the heart, rotate both shoulders towards the front of your space. Sit a little bit deeper. Engage that back glute. Feel the right glute turn on. As you exhale, slowly hinge the body forward. Gently let the head melt towards the earth. You might need to heel toe the left foot to the left a little to create space for that left shoulder. When you're ready, let the crown of the head melt towards the earth. Again, draw the left hip back so the right hip can shift forward. And let the head release. Yeah. Breathe. Find some stillness. Slowly rise back up when you're ready. Re-extend the arms to the sky. Then the hands come to the hips. We'll hop that back foot in just about 6 inches. So toes come further in. Straighten the left leg. We're moving into that pyramid pose. So with hands at hips, we're going to gently start to hinge forward with a long, flat spine. Keep the muscles in that left quadricep engaged. Yeah, this might be enough for you today. Maybe hands come to the blocks or to whatever you have as an alternative. Start to work that left hip back. Yeah, find that length, find that sensation, and then exhale, fold the body over that left leg. Really draw your awareness into that left hamstring. See if you can breathe pranayama, life, force, energy, breath, oxygen into that hamstring and really let go. If you want to take the bind, inhale, find length in the spine, interlace the palms, squeeze the palms, and then hinge the body over that leg. If this at all feels like too much in the back, just skip it. Yeah. Keep working the left hip back. Slowly release the hands to the hips. Everyone gently rise back up. Hop that right foot back. Yeah. We're going to open up and meet in Warrior Two. So heel to the left foot towards the center of the mat. Line the front heel up with the arch of the back foot. Seal the outer edge of that back foot firmly to the mat. Firm up the muscles in that long, straight back leg. Sit a little deeper into the left leg. Arms extend. Revolve the heart forward. Gaze over the left fingertips. Engage your core. Lengthen the tailbone. Beautiful. 2 more breaths. Flip the front palm. Reverse your warrior. This time, take right hand to the left wrist. Pull the arm back, sit a little deeper into the hips. Beautiful, you guys. Inhale back to center. Finding your way to side angle. Bending the left elbow, placing it on the thigh. Right arm reaches up. Yeah, so we're in a full side angle. And then if you'd like extended side angle, revolve pinky finger towards the earth. Right arm alongside the ear. Draw the shoulder out of the ear. Sit low right here. If you want to add a little core, extend the left arm alongside the ear so both arms are lengthening. Find that length. Revolve the heart open. Awesome, you guys. Breathe. Inhale back to center. Yeah. Straighten the front leg. Hands at hips again. Inhale, reach the heart forward. Exhale, forward fold. Take the fingers, hook the big toes with your peace fingers. Inhale, halfway up. Exhale, bend the elbows wide, forward fold. Yeah, we're not here as long this time, so try to get the most out of this little front fold. Yeah, next inhale, hands below the shoulders, hands to hips. Inhale, rise. Exhale, revolve that left toe towards the front of your mat. Cartwheel, hands to the earth. Left foot steps to the back of your space. Lower through your final vinyasa. Sit the hips back to the heels. Cross at the ankles. Come right onto your butt. Nice, guys. Yeah, so we're right here on our mats. We're coming into the very end of our practice. You guys worked hard. So go ahead and place the soles of the feet on the mat. Sit up nice and tall. We're just going to do a little core as we come back onto the mat. Palms face in towards each other. Come to the space where you really feel your core start to turn on, and then lift your heart, engage the core. Feel as if you're zipping up. And we're just going to take little lifts. Lift, lift. Yeah, so lead with your heart. Just move with your breath. It's a tiny movement. Yeah, so really feel this from the base of your pelvis to the base of your sternum. Yeah, so it's a tiny movement that we're really, really feeling that engagement and the strength. We really want to have strong cores to protect our strong back. One of my really strict teachers once said, 97% of the population has back problems. The other 3% practices yoga. So we want to practice our yoga and have strong backs forever. Gently pause, lift the right toes, then the left. And then as slowly as you can, lower yourself onto your back. When you find your way onto the mat, go ahead and bend the knees. We're going to cross the right ankle over the left thigh. We're going to take eye of the needle as our final hip stretch. So float the left foot off of the earth. Go ahead and weave the right hand between the little triangle there. Interlace the hands behind the left shin. Bend that right elbow. Push it into the inner right thigh. Keep both feet flexed for this variation today and start to work the right hip out as if it's reaching towards the bottom of your mat. At the same time, pressing the right elbow into the inner edge of the right thigh. Yeah, and just feel this space. Close the eyes. Find the breath. Keep working that left knee in towards the chest. You should feel it really, really deeply and nicely in that hip. 2 more breaths wherever you are. Then gently release the arms out like wings. Cross the right leg all the way over the left. Bring the left foot to the earth. Allow both knees to float over to the left. Roll yourself to the outer edge of that left hip. Flip the palms. Maybe gaze over to the right. Yeah, just a nice spinal twist. Yeah, so slowing everything down. As we move into these final postures, sometimes we just can really feel the rewards of our movement. Gently travel back through center, uncross the legs, place the sole of the right foot on the earth, cross the left ankle over the right thigh, press the knee away from you, lift the right foot off the mat, flex both feet, weave the hands behind that right hamstring, bend the left elbow, press it into the inner thigh, draw both knees in, draw the right knee in towards the body, relax the shoulders, press the left knee away from the body, draw the tailbone onto the earth. So you press the tailbone into the earth, you might feel a little more depth in the left hip. Right knee's drawing in, left knee away. 2 more deep breaths. Gently release the arms out like wings. Cross the left leg over the right. Right foot comes to the earth. Lift the hips, roll to the outer side of that right hip. Knees float over to the right. Gaze to the left. Gently come back to center when you're ready. If there's another pose you need, take it. Otherwise, give yourself a nice little hug. Take a deep inhale. As you exhale, release the legs onto the mat. Grab anything you need to make yourself comfortable for Shavasana. When you are, maybe you place a blanket over the body, maybe covering the eyes. Maybe you have oils near you, want to put some on the wrists. When you're ready to find this place of stillness, please allow the feet to just splay open. Allow the palms of the hands to face up towards the sky. Feel the shoulders melt into the earth. So direct translation of Shavasana is corpse pose. So allowing the body to just truly melt to the earth. Knowing that every single asana we practiced today was all in an effort to reach this space of stillness. The breath becomes even and natural. The mind is allowed to become quiet and clear. Feel this golden liquid sunlight rest on the forehead. Feel this golden liquid sunlight travel over the face. Feel this golden liquid sunlight travel down past the throat and over the shoulders. Feel this beautiful golden liquid sunlight fill the heart with love and light. Feel this golden liquid sunlight travel over the belly, down to the hips. Feel this golden liquid sunlight warm the legs and the ankles and the feet and the toes. Feel this golden liquid sunlight shine its light over our whole bodies as we relax and calm and quiet. When you're ready, please wiggle fingers and toes. You can stay in Shavasana as long as you'd like to. But if you'd like to come back to me and reunite together, please gently extend the arms up overhead and bend the knees, rolling to the right side of your bodies. Gently finding your way back to Sukhasana where we began our practice today. Placing the backs of the hands on the tops of the knees, sitting tall. Placing left and right palm over the heart center as a symbol of love and gratitude for ourselves, our practice, our breath, our health. Feeling all of our many blessings wash over us. Drawing palms together at heart center, Anjali Mudra. Lifting fingertips to the third eye. The divine light and love in me honors and respects the divine light and love in each of you. Namaste. Have a beautiful day, you guys. If you have any questions, I'll take you off speaker. Otherwise,